Attention to the audio.
Hi, Sam. What are you doing?
Hello, I'm texting my girlfriend, but her mobile is not working very well.
That's too bad. Having a smartphone is very important to stay in touch with everybody. Is she going to buy a new one?
Yes, she is. I'm taking her to the mall this afternoon. Her phone is no longer useful because the touchscreen is broken.
Oh, no. It is impossible to use the apps when that happens.
Yes, and the Wi Fi is not reaching the signal since yesterday.
Then she needs to buy a new phone right away. Cellular data is very expensive.
Absolutely. I'm calling her in this moment to go and buy a better one.
Excellent. I hope you find a good mobile.
Thank you. See you tomorrow at school.
Okay. Do you need another repetition or that is enough? ¿Otra repetición o es suficiente, Evelyn? ¿Mande?
Eso está bien, así.
It's enough. Okay, very good. So let's start reading. First, I am Jenny, and then you are Jenny. First, I am Jenny and you are Samuel. And in the second reading, you are Jenny and I am Samuel. Okay, so I'm going to start. Hi, Sam. What are you doing?
Hello, I am not texting my girlfriend, but her mobile is not working very well.
Very well. That's too bad. Having a smartphone is very important to stay in touch with everybody. Is she going to buy a new one?
Yes, she is. I am taking her to the
Mall?
mall this
Mall?
afternoon. Mall this afternoon. Her phone is no longer use, useful because the touchscreen is broken.
Is broken. Very good. Oh no, it is impossible to use the apps when that happens.
Yes, and the Wi-Fi is not reaching the signal since yesterday.
Signal things. Yes, and
Sign,
the Wi-Fi is not reaching the signal since yesterday. Now it is your turn once again. Una vez más.
signal, single,
Since.
signal since.
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 Okay, very good.
Yes,
Then,
ah, yes,
say it.
and the Wi-Fi is not reaching the signals since yesterday.
Then she needs to buy a new phone right away. Cellular data is very expensive.
Absolute, absolutely,
Absolutely. Absolutely.
absolute,
Absolutely.
absolutely,
Absolutely. Yeah,
absolutely,
absolutely.
absolutely. I am calling her in this moment to go and buy a better one.
Excellent. I hope you find a good mobile.
Thank you. See you tomorrow at the school.
Very good. Now you are Jenny and I am Samuel. Okay, could you please start, Evelyn?
Hi, Sam. What are you doing?
Hello, I am texting my girlfriend, but her mobile is not working very well.
That's too bad. Having a smartphone is very important to stay in touch with everybody. Is she going to buy a new one?
Yes, she is. I'm taking her to the mall this afternoon. Her phone is no longer useful because the touchscreen is broken.
Oh no, it is impossible to use the apps when that happens.
Yes, and the Wi-Fi is not reaching the signal since yesterday.
Then she needs to buy a new phone right away. Cellular
Cellular data,
cellular data is very expensive.
okay? Absolutely. I'm calling her in this moment to go and buy a better one.
Excellent. I hope you find a good movie.
You find a good movie.
You find. I hope you find a good movie.
Thank you. See you tomorrow at school. Okay, Evelyn, now tell me, what is this text about? What is this conversation about? ¿De qué trata? Try to say as much as possible in English.
The
The conversation is about, you
the
can
com-
start with, the conversation is about, and whatever you think is about.
this conversation is about the two friends, the Samuel, Paul, Jenny,
Okay, Samuel talking with Jenny. Okay,
Jenny,
chatting with Jenny. Okay,
and
and what else? ¿Qué más?
Samuel,
Samuel and Jenny, they are talking, and what are they
and
talking about? ¿De qué hablan?
the
They are talking
they are
about
talking about Samuel buy the new smartphone.
Samuel's girlfriend need a new smartphone. Okay. Why? Why does she need a new smartphone?
The
Because
the display broken.
okay, is broken. Very good. And what about the cellular data? What did they say about the Wi-Fi and cellular data? What can you tell me about this? ¿Qué hay del Wi-Fi de los datos celulares? ¿Qué dijeron?
De no registra señal, signal signs.
Okay. Then since when?
The girlfriend,
It doesn't register signal since. You said since. If you said since, you need to talk about the day or the data. I mean, the date, not day, but day. Okay. Si mencionas la palabra since, es porque vas a decir desde cuándo sucede algo. Okay. Since yesterday. Okay. Now say it again, but since yesterday.
she needs
Okay.
the girlfriend needs buy the new phone.
Okay.
Right.
Samuel girlfriend needs to buy a new cell phone. Very good. Excellent. It's okay. Don't worry. You say you did it excellent, Evelyn. Now, let's continue then with the next activity and says, listening skills. Listen to the conversation again and search for the underlined words in the following puzzle. Then write them in the spaces below. So I'm going to reproduce the audio and you need to check for, let me split the page. This. Okay. I'm going to reproduce the audio, and you have to check. You have to check for the words in this puzzle, and says then write them in the spaces below. But what are we gonna do first is to look for the words. Okay. How can you tell me which words you find? ¿Cómo me puedes decir qué palabras encontraste? Sencillo. Lo escribes por medio del chat, ¿ok? me escribes la palabra que encontraste por medio del chat, pero hay que escuchar el audio primero, ¿ok? Vamos a escuchar el audio primero, solamente escúchalo, y hasta la segunda reproducción me empiezas a decir las palabras que vayas viendo, ¿ok?
Oye, pero en este no me aparece como que el símbolo del chat.
¿No te llegó el mensaje?
No me aparece. A ver, ¿verdad? No, solamente ver, poner los iconos, levantar la mano. Dice view nada más. Los tres puntitos. Levantar la
A ver.
mano, las personas.
No, ya te salió, no te ha salido, ¿verdad? No. Ok, don't worry, no te preocupes, no pasa nada. Digo, si no puedes acceder al chat, me lo puedes escribir por WhatsApp o me puedes decir las palabras, ¿ok? No pasa nada, vamos a continuar, ¿ok? Entonces, escuchamos el audio dos veces. La primera solo escucho y la segunda ya empiezas a decirme qué palabras encuentras, ¿ok? Pay attention.
Hi, Sam. What are you doing?
Hello. I'm texting my girlfriend, but her mobile is not working very well.
That's too bad. Having a smartphone is very important to stay in touch with everybody. Is she going to buy a new one?
Yes, she is. I'm taking her to the mall this afternoon. Her phone is no longer useful because the touchscreen is broken.
Oh no. It is impossible to use the apps when that happens.
Yes, and the Wi-Fi is not reaching the signal since yesterday.
Then she needs to buy a new phone right away. Cellular data is very expensive.
Absolutely. I'm calling her in this moment to go and buy a better one.
Excellent. I hope you find a good mobile.
Thank you. See you tomorrow at school.
Now start looking for words.
Hi, Sam. What are you doing?
Hello. I'm texting my girlfriend, but her mobile
Texting.
is not working very well.
That's too bad. Having a smartphone is very important to stay in touch with everybody. Is she going to buy a new one?
Oh,
Yes, she is. I'm taking her to the mall this afternoon. Her phone is no longer useful because the touchscreen is broken.
Oh no. It is impossible to use the apps when that happens.
Yes, and the Wi-Fi is not reaching the signal since
Wi-Fi.
yesterday.
Then she needs to buy a new phone right away. Cellular data is
Phone.
very expensive.
Absolutely. I'm calling her in this moment to go and buy a better one.
Excellent. I hope you find a good mobile.
Thank you. See you tomorrow at school.
Okay, another word you find. There are 7 words and we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have touch screen. We have cellular data. We have texting. we have Wi-Fi, we have a smartphone, two words,
Two
two
words.
words,
Bro.
mobile, it's in here,
Mobile. Yes.
mobile,
Mobile.
and
Apps.
apps, okay? Mobile apps. Very good. Now says, in the previous conversation, there are 6 statements in the present continuous structure. Write them down in the lines below. If you remember, we have the present continuous, and the present continuous, it is formed with a subject plus the verb to be, okay, plus the verb with ing ending, plus the complement. Okay, for example, I am doing my homework. Here in this conversation, we have, well, before checking, this is the affirmative structure. The negative structure starts with a subject plus verb to be in negative plus verb with ing ending and a complement. For example, I am not doing my homework. And the negative, I'm sorry, the question starts with the verb to be plus subject plus verb with ing ending plus complement. For example, am I doing my homework? Okay. Now, what are you gonna do is to check here in this conversation the statements you find, sorry, with the present continuous structure. There are 6 statements, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. You have to check for them in here, and then in a few moments, you have to tell me which are those statements, okay? You have 5 minutes to do it. Tienes 5 minutos para hacerlo, ver. Déjame y bajo por un pedido que llegó.
Okay.
¿Qué es lo que vas a hacer? Identificar las oraciones afirmativas, negativas o interrogativas que encuentres en presente continuo dentro del texto. Son 6. ¿Ok? 5 minutos. 6:43 a las 6:50 y... No es cierto, 6:48 lo revisamos. ¿Ok?
Okay.
También I'm back. You finished?
No.
Okay, there are 2 minutes left.
¿Cuántos deben ser?
6. There are 6 statements.
Ya los encontré entonces.
Okay. Okay, so tell me, which is the first one?
What are you doing? Question.
What are you doing? Very good. Excellent. The second one?
I am texting my girlfriend in present.
Okay. I am texting my girlfriend.
Positive.
This-
Positive.
Positive. Affirmative. Okay.
Affirmative. Negative. Mobile is not working.
Okay, but is her mobile is not working from her mobile because this is a possessive adjective. Her mobile, su teléfono. Okay, next.
Question.
Okay, where?
Is she going to buy new one?
Is she going to buy a new one? Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. We have two missing statements.
Affirmative. I taking.
I am taking her
I
to the mall this afternoon. Okay, I am taking her. Next.
am.
It is quite close there. The
Wi-Fi is not reaching. Negative.
is not
The
reaching the
signal-
signal since yesterday. Very good. Excellent. Very good, Evelyn. You did good. You excel this activity. Now says pay word, but you're gonna do this alone. Says name one item that begins with each of the letters of the English alphabet. You remember in English alphabet we have 26 letters. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. What are you gonna do is to tell me one word that starts with letter A, for example, alphabet, or apple. It is another word that starts with letter A. Then you have to tell me one word with letter A that starts with letter A, with letter B, C, D, E, F, G. Okay, so with letter A, which word are you going to tell me?
Angry.
Angry. Okay, angry. With letter B?
Buy.
Buy. Like this or like this? Buy. To buy something? Okay, very good. Next. With letter C?
Container.
Container. With the letter D?
Disclaimer.
What?
The
Disclaimer. Okay.
disclaimer.
Okay. With the letter E?
Example.
Example. With the letter F?
Fine.
Fine. Like this? Find the good or found the good? Fine. Okay. With the letter G?
I don't.
Well, good, for example, it's a good word. Okay. With the letter H? For example, how do you say caballo in English?
Horse.
Horse. Horse. And with the letter I,
Ay, 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 ay.
mm, it's a little bit hard to find a word with the letter I, a simple word. But for example, in English, if you want to say encender the fuego, you can use the word ignite. Okay?
Nice.
Ignite, encender. With the letter J,
Giraffe.
giraffe. Giraffe. With the letter K, no, this is not. This is not giraffe. Giraffe is with the letter G. It could be here.
Oh,
You made me down, and I was like, is with J or with G? But it's with G actually. No, another word with the letter J. Like for example, Japón,
Japan.
Japan. Okay, o gelatina,
Jelly.
jelly. That's right. With the letter K,
Kili.
kilo. Como kilo, kilo. Okay.
Iba a decir
Or
kilómetros.
kilo.
Kilómetros. O sea, kilómetros.
Kilometers. That's right. Very good. With the letter L,
Libra.
libra, like the zodiac sign.
The unit.
In English is pound. Si hablas de la unidad de medida, en inglés es pound. En español es libra, but in English is pound. But if you talk about this, the zodiac sign, it's Libra. Si hablas del signo zodiacal, sí es Libra. Okay.
Yeah.
Now with the letter M,
Meters. Meters.
matters. Another word,
Yeah.
something harder to identify. Algo un poco más complicado with the letter M. For example, if you
Mountain.
are mountain, very good. Next, with the letter N,
Nationality.
nationality. Very good. With the letter A,
Open.
open. With the letter P, now you can say Libra.
Pies.
Piece, pieza, or pound, que son libras. With the letter Q,
No, pero.
no, it's not piece or pound.
Pi-
What do you want to say?
pies, pero me refería no así como de, no de piezas, sino de unidad de medida. O sea, sí piezas, pero ahí tampoco aplica.
No, in English is feet or foot. Pie, foot, feet, yes.
Bueno,
Okay.
entonces dejamos piezas.
Pieza, piece.
Piece.
Also, you can say piece de paz. Piece. Or piece, which is pieza. Okay. Now, with the letter Q.
Ujú.
For example,
Quantity.
if you want to, quantity, okay. Si quieres renunciar a tu trabajo o para decir que renuncié, ¿qué palabra usarías? Renounce. No, it doesn't.
Renounce.
It's not real. Doesn't exist. Quit.
Quit.
Quit. Renunciar.
Quit.
Okay.
Es como hasta aquí, ¿no? O sea, hasta aquí. I quit.
Quit. Quit es renuncio. I quit. Renuncio. Okay. R with the letter R.
Return.
Return. Okay. With the letter S.
Sample.
Sample. With the letter T.
Termómetro. O sea,
Thermometer.
A ver, espérame. Bueno, mande papi. Sí, ¿qué pasó? Estoy en clase de inglés. ¿Qué pasó? Estoy aquí en la casa. Ay,
Thermometer.
termómetro.
Or time. Tiempo. With the letter U.
Unit.
Unit or unique. Único. Okay. With the letter B.
Mm,
For example, if
Vet.
you want vet, de veterinario, okay. Si te quieres ir a otro lado a descansar, tomas unas
Vacation.
vacations. Sí.
Estaba pensando en vector.
Vector, well, that's right. But this is quite technical. Es correcto, es un vector. Si hay trabajo disponible en tu trabajo, puestos disponibles, decimos que hay vacancy. Vacancy, hay puestos disponibles. Okay. Now with the letter W. W.
Wild.
Which?
Wild.
Wild. Salvaje. Alocado.
Will. Wind. Wind.
Wind. Viento. Will también puede ser testamento. Wild, loco, alocado, o sea, salvaje, pues. Wine, viento. Will, testamento o voluntad.
Pero de ganar, ¿cómo se dice? Como tipo el Winland.
Win. 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 Wine. Wine es vino. Si decimos wine, hablamos de vino. Si decimos win, hablamos de ganar. I win a bottle of wine. Gané una botella de vino. Yo gano una, I won a bottle of wine, actually.
I will.
I will.
Win.
I will win
A wine.
a wine. Okay, that's it. Excellent. Very good, actually. With the letter X. There are sure very few words with the letter X, actually.
X space.
X space, well, yeah, or X-rays, X-ray, rayos X. Actually, there are no words English native with the word with the letter X at the beginning. No hay palabras nativas del idioma inglés, o sea, que sean del idioma inglés con la letra X al inicio. Son de otro idioma o son palabras nuevas, por ejemplo, rayos X. Okay. With the letter Y.
Yellow.
Yellow. And with the letter Z.
Zebra.
Zebra. That's it. Excellent. Excellent. Now, Evelyn, we have in here, complete the following table with the correct written numbers. And we have in here cardinal numbers. We are not going to write those numbers, but you are going to tell me the name of each of these numbers. Okay, and we have ordinal numbers. The cardinal numbers are the numbers we use to count objects, for example, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And the ordinal numbers are the numbers we use in order to talk about the order of us. Yeah, the order in which something happened. For example, first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth, 11th, etc. Okay, just remember the ones that are different are first, second, and third. The other ones are just a number with the th at the end. Okay, and the only numbers are different are the ones that starts with 20. For example, this that has the 1, the 2, or the 3. Okay, except 11, 12, and 3rd. Now we have in here some numbers. This number, what's the pronunciation? What's the name of this number? ¿Cuál es el
One.
nombre de este? 1. And then we have,
One.
no, after
Two.
1 we have,
Two.
después del 1, 2. And after it we have,
3. 4.
and then we have, and then
5.
5, and then
6.
next
7. 9.
8,
8.
9.
9. 10. 11.
Then we have
12.
13,
13. 14.
15, okay. 15,
15. 16. 17. 18. 19.
20,
No me acuerdo. 20.
20, 30,
30. 40.
30, 40, 50,
50. 60. 70. 18.
no, 80.
80.
If we said 18, we're talking about this number and not this, because this number, the ending is teen, not T. Okay, so be careful. If you say 18, we talk about this and not this. In order to talk about this, we have to say 80,
80.
not teen, 80. Okay, and then we have,
80. 90.
and then
100. 200.
how do you say mil in English?
No recuerdo. Those.
Thousand. Thousand.
Thousand.
Okay, very good. Then we have the ordinal numbers, which are first, after me, first,
First.
second,
Second.
third,
Third.
fourth,
Or
fourth,
four.
fourth,
Foreign.
fourth,
Foreign.
fifth,
Fifth.
sixth,
Six.
seventh,
7.
eighth,
8.
ninth,
9.
10th,
10.
11th,
11.
12th,
12.
13th,
13.
14th,
14.
15th,
15.
28th,
28.
20th,
20.
20th,
20.
21st,
21st.
22nd,
22nd.
23rd,
23rd,
24th,
24th,
25th,
25th,
30th,
30th,
40th,
40th,
50th,
50th,
60th,
60th,
70th,
17th,
70th,
70th,
80th,
80th,
90th,
90th,
100th,
100,
1000.
1000.
Okay, so it is not common to use 100th or 90th or 1000. The most common are first, second, third, and fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, eighth, ninth, and 10th. Okay, those are the quite commons. The quite common using the ordinal numbers. Now, we have it here. The history of the Big Bang. Okay, I'm going to read this first, and then you are going to read after me, and then you are going to read this alone. And after this third time reading, you are going to tell me what is this text about. Okay, so pay attention and ask if you have a doubt with a word. Okay, let me read this first. After this first reading, tell me if you have a question with a word. Okay, now it says the history of the Big Bang. Buckingham
The-
Palace. Tell me. See?
The history of Big Ben. The booking,
The history of the Big Bang.
the history of Big Ben.
The Big Bang. Mhm.
Buckingham
Yeah.
Palace.
No. Hold on. I'm going to read this first. And then after I finish this first reading, you are going to read after me. And when we finish to read you after me, you are going to read this by yourself. But first, me alone, then we both together, and then you alone. Okay. Now let me read the let me start reading first. It says the history of the Big Ben. Buckingham Palace, London Bridge, and of course the Big Ben are some of the most famous views of London and perhaps all England. London's Big Ben is one of the world's most popular tourist attractions, and its structure is recognized almost anywhere. But did you know that when we say Big Ben, we are not talking about the tower? In fact, the Big Ben is only an important part of the whole tower, the bell. This bell rings every day since 1859, when it started working and gives the final strikes when an hour passes. Perhaps you ask why it is called Big Ben. This important bell and tower came from an order by Queen Victoria, but this bell didn't get the Queen's name. Instead, it got its name by probably a British parliamentarian, Sir Benjamin Hall, or a heavyweight champion in Britain, boxer Ben Comte. This clock is also important for Londoners because it announces notorious events in history, like the end of World War I, that is still remembered on November 11th at 11 a.m. each year. When London was under attack during the Blitz in World War II, Big Ben still announced each hour with no failure, even when it received some bombs. English punctually. Now, you are going to read after me, ¿ok? Ahora vamos a leer juntos. Primero yo y luego tú. Me voy a ir deteniendo. The history of the Big Ben.
The history of the Big Ben.
Buckingham Palace.
Buckingham Palace.
London Bridge.
London Bridge.
And of course,
And of course,
the Big Ben
the Big Ben
are some of the most
are some of the most
famous views
famous views
of London
of London
and perhaps
and perhaps, what is perhaps?
quizá. Perhaps es quizás. All England.
All England,
London's Big Ben
London's Big Ben
is one of the world's
is one of the world's
most popular
most popular
tourist attractions.
tourist attraction,
And its structure
and its structure
is recognized
is recognized
almost anywhere.
almost anywhere.
Sorry. But did you know,
But did you not?
did you know
But did you know
that when we say
that when we say
Big Ben,
Big Ben,
we are not talking about the tower.
we are not talking about the tower.
In fact,
In fact,
the Big Ben
the Big Ben
is only an important part
is only an important part
of the whole tower.
of the
Of
whole
the whole tower.
tower.
The bell.
The bell.
This bell
This bell
rings every day,
rings every day,
rings every
Ring.
day
rings every day
since 1859.
since 1839.
1859, when it started working.
When it started working,
started sorry, and gives the final strikes
and gives the final strike
when an hour passes.
when an hour passes.
Perhaps
Perhaps
you ask why
you ask why
it is called Big Ben.
it is called Big Ben.
This important bell
This important bell
and tower
and tower
came from
came from
an order by Queen Victoria,
an order by Queen Victoria.
but this bell
But this bell
didn't get the Queen's name.
didn't get the Queen's name.
Instead,
Instead,
it got its name
it got his name
by probably
by probably
a British
a British
sorry, a parliamentarian,
parliamentarian,
Sir Benjamin Hall,
Sir Benjamin Hall,
or a heavyweight champion,
or a heavyweight champion
in Britain,
in Britain,
boxer Ben Count.
boxer Ben Count.
This clock
This clock
is also important for Londoners
is also important for Londoners
because
because
it it announces
It announces
notorious events
notorious events
in history,
in history,
like the end
like the end
of World War the First,
of War,
the first,
the
the first,
first,
the first. When you saw a great number like this, cuando veas un número griego, se leen como los números de ordinales, que en todo caso sería first. El 1 se lee como first. World War the First, okay? That is still remembered
that it is still remembered
on November
on November
11
11
at 11 a.m.
at 11 a.m.
each year
each year
when London was under attack.
when London was under attack
The Blitz,
during
during the Blitz,
during the Blitz
in World War II.
in World War the Second.
Big Ben still announced
Big Ben still announced
each hour with no failure.
each hour with no failure,
Failure.
failure.
Failure. Okay. Even
Even
when it received
when it received
some bombs.
some bombs.
English punctuality.
English punctuality.
Okay, very good. Now you're going to read this by yourself. Ahora te toca a ti solito.
Buckingham Palace o de
Desde Buckingham Palace.
Buckingham Palace, London Bridge, and of course, the Big Ben are some of the most famous views of London and Beatles.
Perhaps
Perhaps all England. London's Big Ben is one of the world's most popular tourist attraction, and its structure is
recognized.
recognized almost anywhere. But did you know that when we say Big Ben, we are not talking about the tower? In fact,
de hecho,
the Big Ben is only an important part of the
whole
tower. The bell, this bell, right,
rings
every day since
1859.
When it started working and gives the final strikes when An hour
An hour
pace. An hour
passes.
pass. Perhaps you ask why it is called Big Ben. This important bell and tower came from an order by Queen Victoria, but this bell didn't get the Queen's
Queen's
name.
name. Instead,
Instead, it got its name by probably a British parliamentary Sir Benjamin Hall
hmm,
or a heavyweight champions in Britain,
retain
boxer and Ben
Ben Count.
Count.
Okay.
This
This
clock
clock
is also important for Londoners because it announces
announces
notorium events
events
in history
history.
like the end of World War Fears that it is still remembered
Remember,
on November 11 at 11 a.m. each year. When London was under attack during the Blitz
the
in
Blitz.
World War II, Big Ben still announced each hour with no failure,
Failure. Mhm.
even when it received
It received
some bombs. English punctuality.
excellent. Now, Evelyn, which words do you have question with? ¿Con cuáles
Fuel.
palabras tienes duda?
Fuel. Announce is with no fuel.
Announce. This announces. Anunciar.
No. Fuel. With no yours.
Failure. Failure.
Failure.
Falla.
Falla.
Fallar. Okay. Failure es falla. De fallar, pues. Blitz es bombardeo. Okay.
Perhaps era
Perhaps. Quizá.
quizá.
In fact. De
In fact.
hecho. What else?
Wall tower. The wall.
Whole.
Wall.
Toda. Whole tower. Toda la torre. Whole es todo. The
Todo.
whole. The whole package. Todo el paquete.
Strikes.
Strikes. Son golpes, bombardeo también. No lo encuentro.
Igual que blitz. Sinónimo de blitz.
Más o menos. No lo encuentro.
Strike de This Bell Rings y abajo.
Ok,
Heavy
ya,
weight.
strikes. Golpes. Strikes es golpe. Okay. The
Golpe.
final strikes, los últimos golpes.
Okay.
Heavyweighter. Esto, heavyweight.
Champion.
Champion, un campeón de peso completo, de esos como boxeadores. Ya es que hay peso pluma. Bueno, lo contrario a peso pluma, los que están muy grandes es heavyweight.
Heavyweight.
Lightweight, heavyweight. Lightweight,
Wow.
peso pluma, heavyweight, pues peso plomo.
Plomo.
Es un tipo de boxeador, que es el que está muy musculoso, muy grande. Peso pesado, de hecho. En español es peso pesado.
Okay.
¿Alguna otra palabra, Evelyn?
War. Como
War.
war de Warzone. De war.
Es guerra.
Guerra.
World War es guerra mundial. World, mundo. War, guerra.
During.
World War, during, durante.
Durante el bombardeo de la guerra, de la Segunda Guerra Mundial. Big Ben. Still.
Siguió, o sea, aquí se traduce como siguió. Siguió anunciando cada hora.
Sigue anunciando cada hora.
Sin fallas.
Sí, no falló. Even,
Even, incluso.
incluso
When it
cuando
receives.
recibió las bombas. English, punctuality.
English punctuality. Esta es una pregunta irónica. Es la puntualidad inglesa, porque los ingleses son muy puntuales. ¿Okay? Entonces lo dice de forma irónica. Vamos a dejarlo hasta aquí y mañana continuamos. Yo creo que mañana sí te puedo ver, Evelyn. ¿Puedes a las 5?
Sí.
¿Sí? Ok, perfecto. Entonces sí. Te mando el enlace de la reunión por Teams, porque va a ser por Teams. Para
está bien.
no estar batallando por Zoom. Ok, pues bueno, sería todo. See you tomorrow. Bye.
See you
Evelyn.
tomorrow. Bye.
Think on the history of Big Ben, because tomorrow we are going to discuss this in English. Okay? See you.
Okay,
Bye.
see you. Bye.